Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to part two. So, you may have noticed I have moved that platform B over here now, and I put my medium storage on here, and I took all the quartz and all the other good things that I had and put them on here so that I wouldn't lose them. And I placed my medium generator right there. So, one thing with the platforms is so I placed the medium generator here, and there's carbon, which it uses to produce power. As soon as I placed it on here, it grabbed a carbon off of this medium storage and started running, so I had to shut it off because that would just be a waste of power. So for something like this, where you've got medium generators and that require items in order to run your smelter, the portable smelter, stuff like that, if you want to keep a constant flow of resources going in and out of that particular piece, then just place storage somewhere on the platform with that item, like the medium generator. And as long as there is carbon on somewhere on this platform, this thing will just continue to run. When this piece runs out, it'll just grab the next piece and keep going until it runs out. Or you shut the generator off, like I did. So I've got two pieces of resin. Uh, I've made myself a cup of tea, so I think we're ready to go. And yes, that is a monster cup of tea. I think that cup is like 20 ounces. Kind of big, and I like it. So let's go for a little run over here, and I'm going to scoop up a bunch of resin on our way past over here. And we're gonna go exploring. So I got what I needed off of the astronaut that was here. I don't need the tethers. We are going to dig in here a little bit more, and I'm going to try and grab as much resin as I can. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot out of that. But right over there, that platform has a medium wind turbine and dynamite. So pick up the dynamite, grab the turbine. Let's go check this platform. It's got dynamite. Cool. That means we can open up those containers that we saw down in the caves. And there are some more up here. Uh, that orange thing back there that looks like a great big plant is part of the event that's going on. So let's click on this. What do we got? Another floodlight. We've got some extenders. We got a little horn. Can't resist tooting those things every time I go past them. And this one's got another one. Oh, it's got an oxygen filter and work light. And curious item, I don't need another one of those. More tethers. So this thing, if you feed it sturdy squash samples, and you will find those around here and there, it will make you squashaline. So, and that is part of the event. And then you've got these guys, which are dangerous flora. They will smack you if you try to get in there close to that thing. And then we've got bounce vines, which will just launch you into the air, and that ultimately will hurt when you land. So be careful of those. Uh, don't jump down from any great heights. Stay off the bounce vines. And there is another one on another planet that I'll show you when we get there that also launches you into the air. So now we're back here. Let's put this medium wind turbine here. Now this little guy produces 5 units of power, where the little one over here produces 1.5. So medium wind turbines are good. And if we can get some medium solar panels, that'd be great too. So I'm just going to place a lot of this stuff over here. Okay, I didn't really find any resin over in that direction. So, let's go west, because that's north. We went east. Let's go west. And let's see what we can find out here. I already looked at that platform. See what other platforms we can find out here. Oh, there's a crashed pod. And there is a sturdy squash right there. So, what did this guy have? A light, a horn, and a mysterious object. Okay. Well, I've got lots of lights. So, these are the sturdy squashes that you want to harvest to feed to that thing over there in order to make squashaline for the event. Ooh, we've got a research. We've got an oxygen filter. So you can just shift click to transfer stuff over to your backpack. And we've got another work light. Fantastic. I love work lights just because they've got a good radius around them that they light up. And surprisingly, the work lights and the floodlights that you find, they don't use any power. Oh, there's a spaceship over there. We're going this way. We are into the crevasses. Now, be careful of these things. They're deep, and they do quite often have holes in them like that that go down into the first, sometimes even the second layer of caves down there. So, be careful. We will jump over this one, because we can. Oh, and there's another one right there. Okay, wow. This is pretty good. I'm going to zoom my camera in, so just using your scroll wheel, you can zoom in and out with your camera. And we're going to need to dig out a fair bit of this dirt here so that we can actually see what's inside. Okay. Ooh, and right there we have a technology research item. These are the best research in the game. If you find them, grab them. We've got a copper and another solid fuel jump jet up there. Nice. Okay. And it doesn't look like we've got anything else in there, really. Okay. How are we doing? Okay. Drop the organic. I don't need it right now. And we need to make another oxygen filter. And at some point, I need something that is going to make power for me. So one thing, if you start to slide when you're carrying anything in your hands, you will just automatically drop it. Ooh, a small battery. Excellent. We must take that with us. As long as you are walking normally or even quickly on a flat surface, then you're fine. We've got 2 more jump jets. How much room do I have left? 3 spots. Okay. Zinc, copper, and we'll need to dig this out in order to find the rest of it. What else do you have for me? Anything? Nothing? Oh, nope. We've got some more zinc down there, but I don't have any room for it. That's fine. We're going to take our sample here, and we're going to head back home. And we're going to be coming back out this way because I see a couple more platforms out there and a broken rover and stuff. So, yeah. So, this is a particularly good find. This little guy that I'm holding in my hands right now, I believe it's worth somewhere around 5,000 or 7,000 bytes. So, they're worth getting if you can find them. Oh, I see a small wind turbine on that platform right there. I will be back for you. The single best place on all the planets for research is Glacio. So, the quicker you can get out to Glacio and set up a couple of research pods out there with power, the better. Because you will find a lot of pods like this one, the technology research items, and you will be racking up research like crazy. So we have 2 spots left on that medium storage over here. So I'm actually going to take, and we're going to put, fine, we'll put you right there. We'll put the other copper right beside it. We have an organic there that I don't need or want. And we have, how many of those now? Oh, it's over there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, we have 4 solid fuel jump jets. You can store them on your backpack. The spot that they normally like to sit is right here where that light is, up on those little posts. So we're going to take that work light off. We're going to take the battery off, and there we go. So batteries, as you can see, will deploy a little stand. So you can set them out here. You can put them on a platform. You can put them a lot of different places. However you want to configure it, it's up to you. We are out of resin. That's not great. We need more resin because I'm going to need oxygen filters way out there. So let's see if we can find, yep, there's one right there. I see a resin patch. And I believe, yep, it's right next to that platform that had the small wind turbine that I want to get. So, bonus. Okay, let's dig up some resin. And I'm going to pull up at least a couple pieces worth here. Because we're going to be out here a couple of minutes. And our little filters don't seem to be lasting quite as long as I would like. Okay, let's make one of those, and I'm keeping the small wind turbine on my back because it charges my battery. Alright. Eastward. That research pod up there on the hill will have some decent research in it that's probably worth about 300 or 400. Did I already look in that one? Yes, I did. Those are the ones that I just looked in. Okay, cool. Nothing really on that one. A power cell. Oh, 2 things on this one that I want. I will come back for the other one. Oh, you've got an oxygen filter I want. And there's another one of our leisurely Caudrangea, the biofuel refinery that we need to put the spooky squash on in order to make squashaline. You have nothing for me. That's fine. Oh, there's one of our refineries over there. Okay. Anything over here? I'm not seeing a whole lot. Yeah, we're doing okay. I got 2 of those. So I can come back to grab that medium wind generator. Let's see what this astronaut had on him. Hopefully something good. He got some he's got some research for me. Cool. And he's got a floodlight and a curious item. Alright. Well, I don't need either one of those things really. We've got 1 curious item back there already. So, in the game, we've got our base right over there, which is good. As a starter base, you will start on the equator of the planet. However, the one place in this game that I like to build my base is right where that column is up there, and that is the South Pole, because you get 24-hour sunlight up there at the pole. So you can set up a whole bunch of solar panels up there. If you go up on top of the, uh, I like to call them pyramids, where the portals go. If you get up on top of one of those, create yourself a floor up there. Put a column in the center, go up a little ways, and then create another platform at the top of that column, and then place a bunch of solar panels upside down on the bottom of that top platform, and then take away the column. But first, connect all of them and run, we need to make one of those. No, not that. Grab that. There. Use the extensions that I found. Excuse me. So the power extenders, which are right over here. These little guys right here. Power extenders. Use those. Put a couple of platforms up on the bottom of that top platform. Put a whole bunch of solar panels up there. Connect all those panels together. And then run these power connectors over to that column and run them down to the top of the little pyramid. And then take away that column. Because the column, as the sun goes around, you'll notice your solar panels turn on and off. And that is because that column is blocking light from the sun as the sun goes around. So if you take away that column, it no longer blocks it, and all of your solar panels are then on 24/7. And if you use the small solar panels, then the little solar panels will track the sun 360 degrees around. But even medium solar panels, because of the height that they are, it'll look like this thing's, 30, 40 feet in the air. That is actually tall enough that the sun is actually below your panels. So even if you use medium, large solar panels up there, they are getting sunlight from every direction as the sun goes around, and they will not open and close on you, which is something that you want. Because and then you've got, 24/7 power up there. So at some point, I am going to head that direction, and we are going to, after we've got a few things done here, we're going to head south. And we're going to go over to where that portal is. And I'm going to relocate my entire base over that way. But first, I would like to get my large rover made. Get one or two of those made so that I can pack as much of this stuff as I can onto it and drive it over there, because trying to take this over just by putting all the small pieces on your backpack and then carrying the larger pieces in your hand and walk over there really isn't worth it, because you would essentially have to fill your backpack and the 2 empty slots on your tool with resin, because you would need all those oxygen filters just to be able to, say, pick up that large platform B, or even this medium storage, or this research item, and walk it all the way over there. So we need to get transportation as quick as we can in this game. And I think in the next video here, we are going to go south. So we've gone east, we've gone west, we found a few nice things. Now we're going to go south. We're going to head for that mountain range, and I'm going to need some more resin, and I'm going to see if we can get to the south portal. We haven't unlocked any of the portals yet, because we haven't really gotten very close to them. But we're going to try and go to the south one and unlock that one. But for right now, that's all for this one. And when I come back, we're heading south. I'll catch you later.